So we here with the guy.
Yes.
You know the guy. You know who the guy is.
Yes, I do.
It's the guy.
I've been doing my research.
Yeah. We've been hunting you down for a minute. We were trying to get with you for a minute, and alhamdulillah, we got you here, bro.
Alhamdulillah, I'm blessed to be here. You the guys right now, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, appreciate it.
Blessed to be here.
Yeah, man. We just trying to be like you. I think everybody in the new year is trying to get like you.
Absolutely.
Especially all of us at Planet Fitness. They're gonna stay for 2 months and then be like, yo, this is too much, and then we're done. So we're gonna try and get the secrets to consistency, the secrets to getting that highest performance possible.
All right, let's get it.
And I want them veins everywhere.
Right? Get veins in my cheeks.
I got the secrets, man.
Bro.
I'm ready to share it with all you guys. So.
You guys probably might saw one of his videos on a workout regime or some sort of workout platform, but we have Brother Faris here, a great individual of the community, also a personal trainer, a study of kinesiology, correct?
Kinesiology. Graduated
from George Mason, so he has a lot of good things in tail for us today. But without further ado, bro, we should go ahead and start this bad boy off.
Cue me.
Let's go, baby. 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jabril Salam
And Muhammad Hassan.
and you will listen to the Young and Muslim podcast.
Asalaamu Alakum.
Can I go now?
Get it?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got that good energy today, and we have the man that I believe has the most energy in the DMV right here, Brother Faris.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. What's going on?
Yeah, man. So give us the breakdown of who is Brother Faris and how you end up being here. Like, who are you?
So I'm Brother Faris. For those who don't know me, you can check me out on Instagram. So pretty much I just post a lot about fitness, a lot about health. And when I look at health, what health is really, it's not just your physical well-being, but it's your mental state, your spiritual state, internal state. So I'm just trying to embody and trying to inspire and motivate those to be as healthy as they possibly can. And that's what's going to turn into just wellness and well-being. So, I really got into it, I would say, around high school. And that's when I went to Oakton High School, just from the area out in Oakton, Virginia. And I got into it because of sports. I remember there was this one race. I was on the track and field team. And this race, I swear here, like, I was pretty much, I had to get not last place. And then
that's a pretty low standard. Like, yo, just don't lose.
Just finish.
All I had to do was not lose, right? And then my team would have scored. We would have made it to the next round of like the divisional finals and all that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got this. All I have to do is not lose the race. Man, the gun went off. I was running, kept up, and then about like 5 seconds in, everyone started to pass me.
Oh, wow.
And then, it's funny too, because I was looking at the corner of my eyes and I'm just like, trying to race it.
Yeah.
I ended up losing the race, but that was a blessing, because from that moment, I took it upon myself. I was like, you know what? Let me do whatever it takes to get stronger, faster, to become the best version of myself. And then from there, the next year, I went on to, alhamdulillah, to get a couple records in the school. So,
Look at that.
it was just like, that's where my mindset switched. And so, I'm blessed to have lost that, because sometimes you got to lose the game,
It's interesting that you say that, because when you talk about a full holistic approach to health, people don't think about that, because they're like, what does that got to do with working out? Usually they're like, let me just show up there, warm up and stretch and get to it. But I was listening to something from Tony Robbins, because I love Tony Robbins.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He's a beast, not only for motivation, but for intellect. And what he was saying is that it's the standards that you put on yourself is what you become. So, for example, if you're like, hey, I'm an athlete, even though you might not be an athlete, you might be working or whatever, but you're going to make sure that you look like an athlete. Like, make sure you work out 4 to 5 times a week, because what you tell yourself you're an athlete. But if you tell yourself that you're a slob or somebody that's lazy, that's what you're going to be.
You're gonna be
so that's standard you put on yourself. You're like, what? Let me just not be last. You feel me? And then that's what you got, because standard. But if you were like, hey, let me at least come in top 3, or just the top, then you would have done that. So subhanAllah, that's a really good story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that just was a trickle effect through everything. I mean, from there, I was still interested, so that's when I studied.
You ain't give up.
Yeah, I never gave up.
Yo, but that says a lot though, because there's a lot of people like, yo, you lose a race or whatever, and you're just like, nah, this isn't for me. Let me try something else. Let me try tennis real quick.
Everybody places in tennis, right?
Yeah. So it's like, you know, that the mentality to take on, I mean, you know, in the wake of late Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's Mamba mentality right there. Like, yo, okay, there's a minor setback that's going to create it's going to be even better comeback story when I come back next year and, like you said, come and break records. Yeah. So that's crazy. So how did you go from that to, you know, going to college and then like being what we know now as you know, yo, the stuff you do on Instagram is wild. Just we're going to get into that later, but just like to throw it out, this stuff is wild, bro. I was like, yo, I'm not hurting myself in the gym.
He said, have you tried it? I said, bro, it says do not try at home. Like, why would I do this? You feel me? Like, why?
You're going to try it, all right, and that'll be the last time.
Nah, so even if you were to scroll real far back on my Instagram, I used to post just impossible stuff. You know, like things like, yo, who's doing this? Nobody's doing this type of stuff. Like those things where if you do fail, you're gonna hurt yourself. Yeah. But then from there, I was like, you know what? No one can do this. Let me teach people how to actually get there. And that's where, you know, the education aspect of it. People are like, all right, let me actually take something from this guy versus just see like some crazy stuff that nobody can do. You know? So. You know, but from there, you know, it's just been a consistent factor. You know, it's something that's been a part of me to just work out, to record, to inspire and motivate, like I said. And from there, the consistency just made it take off. So, you know, I'm not stopping anytime soon.
Yeah.
So what made you go and study? Did you think that this was something that you needed to do in order to get to the next level? Or did you just not know what you wanted to do and you kind of fell into it? Or... What was like the...
in high school, you know, being on the track team, also played soccer, played football a little bit. And like I said, you know, after that one loss, I took it upon myself to be the best athlete, you know, whether it's I'm trying to get stronger, faster, more agile. I'm just trying to improve 100%. And so I did all my own research, you know.
Wow.
I was glued. I wasn't even doing my homework at that point. I'm just looking at like videos, reading books, how to jump higher, things like that. And then once it came time to go to university, I was like, you know what? I like this field. So, you know, I got into that from there. And throughout my journey of being on the track and field team, I actually hurt myself pretty badly. It was a hamstring injury. Yeah, so that put me out
for a minute.
Yeah, it put me out for like 4 or 5 months. But that was another blessing because from there, I fell in love with, you know, the human body as a whole. Because at first I was like, how can I be, you know, a better athlete? But then after the injury, I was like, you know what? All this human movement, whether it's want to be a better athlete, whether I want to get back from an injury, whether I want to lose weight, whatever it is, I'm trying to be that human body engineer, you know? So whatever your goal is, let me go full force with it. And that's when I started to study kinesiology, which is the science of human movement. And then from there, it was just like taking in all this info that was like, yo, I love this every single day of this type of thing, you know? So, you know, that's pretty much, you know, what took me into my career.
Okay.
And so what is kinesiology for anybody that's listening that doesn't understand what that is?
So kinesiology is the science of human movement. Okay. So pretty much like you move your hand up and down just like that. It's the in-depth, like our shoulder is abducting away from the body and like things like that, you know. So it's any sort of movement, biomechanics, that you know, things you could think of from that aspect. So a lot of people from that field will go out to be either personal trainers, coaches, physical therapists.
And that's why I asked. I was like, I know a lot of occupations must have came from that, but why did you choose, I guess, why did you choose yourself, I guess? Because you could have, you know, I know those people do pretty well, and they pretty desired occupations, and you already put in the work, you know, but you went a different route. I think that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, so a lot of my classmates, they went on to graduate school, whether it's physical therapy, occupational therapy, athletic training. But me personally, you know, training is something I've been doing for the longest time now. So I was like, you know what? You know, let me just put everything into this because it's something that I'm passionate about, something I know I can excel at. And then from there, you know, just let work happen.
But you must have still had some skills. I mean, I feel like it could be a point right now. I love soccer, but say I got into basketball, right? And I was really passionate about it, but I'm not that good. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like, no matter how hard I work, I may not be able to dunk. So did you have some skill? Were you cut at the time? You know, like, why did you choose that path? Where you're like, you know what? I think even if I go all in, I'm actually kind of good at this. Like, when did you realize that it can be more than just a passion? That can be like your life. Did you realize that while you were studying, or kind of after you were already in it?
You know, it was definitely while I was studying. You know, because a lot of it too came from about trial and error.
No.
You know, so some things that I would do, it didn't yield the best results, and then so I would try again, and then throughout even those trial and errors, I learned more about my own body. And I learned, the things that I can excel at, the things that I need to work at, and the things that I'm truly passionate about. So from there, I was like, you know what, let me stick to this field of, the sports performance, because it's something that, I know I can excel, something I know I can help people to the best of their ability. And it shows like my true passion of it.
Gotcha. So let's go into your Instagram. As you already admitted, you do some wild stuff that the average watcher isn't going to be able to do. Why start there? Why did you start there? And with the transition to coming into like, hey, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do this. It's still some pretty difficult stuff. Like, I'm like, okay, he explained it, but still, I'm not going to do it. So why'd you take that route rather than saying like, starting with the very elementary things that people can kind of work their way into and then advance?
That's a good question.
So if you look at Instagram, there's thousands of users doing, and sometimes everyone's doing the same thing. And so, to be honest, it is a little difficult to really stand out from the big crowd, especially when you're, a smaller account trying to grow. And so that's when I was like, all right, you know what? Let me put my spin into this, and let me put, a little bit of my flair into it. And then so I started with those impossible videos that, it was cool, like, for people to watch, 2-3 times. And it's all right, let me keep going. Like, wow. Exactly.
What else can he do?
Exactly. Yeah. It became to the point, like, even my wife didn't give me likes no more. It's just like, yo, it's impossible. Yo. But
I like how you're already passionate about it, and you would think that you're like your niche was already working out, but what you did was you went even deeper and carved out another niche for yourself, and you're like, I'm gonna be the best at this right here, which worked in your favor.
Yeah, I think that's whatever you do. There's obviously you have your niche of fitness, but then if you have that sub niche of performance or bodybuilding, physique, whatever it may be, that's where you can really excel. And that's what I put my time and my efforts into, is that sub niche of performance, because like I said, the passion behind it, and then I enjoy working with others who have that same goal. So
Got you. So now that you're kind of established now, right? Like you have a growing platform. A lot of people are starting to know who you are.
Yeah,
a lot of that. So now you're probably getting a lot of people that are like, hey, like I want to kind of up my performance levels. What are your tips to anybody, speaking with the experience that you just, told us about losing the race and, that mentality? What would you recommend for someone who is trying to get in better shape, but isn't necessarily at the level of, even half the level that you're at? They're really just trying to really get started on their athletic journey, or maybe they're a college athlete that just wants to get rolling, in a better direction. What is your advice for them?
So I would say, first of all, everybody's at a different level. It's, we can take motivation from others and inspiration, but at the end of the day, it's going to be you versus you. So we all start at a different level, and I would say just continuously go at it. No matter how many races you lose, how many times you fail, it's something. If I failed, I would have just given up. I don't know what I could have been, So once you take that mentality into your training, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, then that's when you're really going to succeed, and just to be consistent, know your body, know your limits, and just continue working hard. That's what's really going to put you forward.
And I hear people all the time when I'm like, hey, people like, what diet should I go on? The keto diet? Should I fast? All this other stuff. But, one thing that I hear personal trainers always say, and I want to get the deep dive into, is understanding your body. What does that mean? And how do you understand your body? Does that mean like, all right, how many times am I using the bathroom during the day? Or is it like, when am I hungry? When am I not? Like, how can you understand your body and take that first step?
So in terms of, knowing your body and what diet you can take, first of all, everybody's going to be different. So keto might work for you, but it might not work for me. You feel me?
They be trying to sell it to everybody like it
exactly.
Keto for everybody.
Everybody go vegan. No more animals for nobody.
Exactly.
It's gonna work.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's gonna need something more. You know, if you're an athlete, you're gonna need more protein. You're gonna need more food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're just trying to lose weight, then you're not gonna need as many calories throughout the day. So to really know your body, I mean, you're gonna have to see what works best for you, and then if that's gonna work, or if you do find it working after about 2-3 weeks, then okay, you know, let's continue.
That's short.
I was gonna say
is that short? Like 2-3 weeks?
I say 3 weeks as a minimum. You know, like for example, if you're gonna start a keto diet, try it for 3 weeks, and then if you were losing weight and if you feel good and energetic, cool. You know, so keep going a little bit. But if you find that, you know, you're tired, you're sleepy, you don't feel like doing nothing, and you're somehow gaining weight, then obviously
you need to just restart.
You got to hit the restart button.
This New Year's resolution is going to end if I don't switch up.
But man, 3 weeks and people like, oh my God, there's so many diets out there. It's going to take so long for me to find the one that works for me, and then they give up.
And then that's where, you know, of course, you can go get some guidance. You know what I mean? Go get some guidance from somebody. And, you know, there's a lot of professionals out there who've been in a field for a long time to realize that, like, all right, so, you know, everybody is different, but if this person's goal is similar to, say, that person, and then knowing, you know, what kind of activities they do, then they can point you in the correct direction. You know, that's still going to be something where you're going to have to try on your own for a little bit, but from there, at least you'll have a direction to go into.
Okay.
So for the people that come to you, because you're a personal trainer, correct? You got your own business rolling. Congratulations on that. That's a big first step, my man. That's a big first step. For the people that come to you, what does your client look like? What is your ideal client?
So currently, you're just like previously, everything.
Current, like who have you worked with, and what have they gotten from you? Like if I come to you, what should I expect getting from you and your service?
Okay, so I've been blessed to be able to work with so many different people. You know, I'm talking about, you know, athletes, those who just want to lose weight,
regular people, just anybody?
Regular people. I mean, from ages, I've trained 6-year-olds.
Wow.
I've trained 75-year-olds. So just throughout the spectrum, you know. And so what somebody's gonna get, you know, is my biggest thing is, if you have a goal, then as long as you commit to it, then I'm committing to it. Because if you're going to put your time and effort to come train with me, then your goal becomes my goal. You know what I'm saying?
And your money becomes my money. I understand exactly what you're saying.
Please sign here.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, all I ask from people is just their full commitment, you know, and then it's just a wrap from there. You know, as long as they stay consistent with it, they stay dedicated to the journey and understand that it's a process, then boom, results are going to come.
Do your clients come back, and have you ever fired a client?
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of clients have come back, you know, and it's nice, you know. I enjoy working with people, but one of my things as well is I want to be able to teach people to take whatever they take from me and have that discipline to also do it either on their own and to also help as many people. So, you know, it's nice to have people come back always. Have I fired somebody? I've had to.
You had to?
Yeah, I've had to. You know, I've had many clients, those who are so you know, passionate and ready to get the session done. And then I got others who are like, yo, my back hurts. Like, I ate like 2 minutes ago, you know. So like,
can we push this back?
Get out.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're gonna come in with those excuses, then remember, like, your goal is my goal. You know what I'm saying? So
you're just committed.
Yeah, exactly. So if they're not committed, if they're not trying to help themselves, then I can't help them. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. That's intense, man, because it really is one of those. Fitness is one of those things where it's individual. Like, even if you have a trainer or a team, I remember, you know, we play ball, and if there's one unfit dude on the team, you're getting on because you're like, bro, you need to keep up.
Exactly.
And you got to do that on your own. Our coaches say, listen, I come out here to coach. I'm not your fitness coach. I'm not your trainer. I'm the guy that's trying to get y'all to win.
Do that on your own.
And if you can't do this on your own, you don't belong out here.
You're not serious.
So it feels like it's the same thing that applies with personal training. Like, I'm not going to call you and be like, yo, time to wake up and drink water.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what it is. You know, like, most of these people, if they see me either once a week, twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, that's only like 2-3 hours, you know what I'm saying, out of how many hours in the week. So I mean, they could be cool for that hour session, but then they go out and munch some McDonald's, you know, or like some Duck Donut, I don't know, whatever it is.
What's the thing that pisses you off the most when it comes to clients?
Probably those who, if like for example, if they try to fake on the appointment, because I'm already committing that time. You know, say I'm supposed to meet this guy at 10 o'clock. Hits me at 9:55 and be like, yo, Faris, you know, I can't make it today. I'm like, yo, I'm already here. You know, I'm already ready. You know, I'm mentally prepared, physically prepared. So that's definitely just more of a thing of, you know, wasting someone's time as well. You know,
that's a big thing though. I feel what I've learned, right, even through doing this or like when we do events or speak, whatever, a lot of people don't value your time. And with you doing what you do, one, you got your own business, and then two, with personal training, like you said, like you probably book in 5-6 people a day or however. So one person comes late, that can throw off the entire day.
Throws everything off. Especially because I could have used that time for someone else.
Or for yourself.
For myself.
For my Instagram.
Exactly. You know?
Like bro. Like the lack of respect for people's time is what I've come to find with any profession. Is the one thing that, like, for me, it pissed me off because like, bro, like, we all got places to be, we all got things to do, you know. So
and I'm happy that I'm in that field to understand the importance of time, because then it goes with everything else. You know, it's like I can't even fake on my barber. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy I need.
Exactly.
But, right? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, but barbers. Funny thing with barbers is that they are the most disrespectful when it comes to your time. They be like, yo, come at 7. You get there at 7. They're like, yo, I got 2 heads.
Just wait. I got you. I swear.
Yeah, some barbers, they do me like that too. And I'm like, bro, you for real?
I got to train somebody in 30 minutes. I need this quick.
Yeah.
So what is your goal? Right, like obviously you're very fit. You like if for 90% of people that go on your page, you're probably more fit than all of them, right?
Alhamdulillah.
What is your goal though? Like when it comes to your personal fitness?
I mean, honestly, like I'm my mindset is in a way where I'm never truly my best, because you can always get better. You know what I'm saying? And so there's always room for improvement. Like from somebody else's eye, they're like, oh snap, that's incredible. But to my eyes, I'm like, yo, I can do better. I can jump a little, like 3-4 inches more. You know, I can run quicker. I can transition quicker. So I'm just trying to be the best version of myself.
But do you hit that point where you're like, I can't jump higher?
Nah, like, there's always improvement, bro.
But I know, like, there's always.
He studied this, bro. He knows.
No, but like, there really is. There is a. I forget what the name is, but there's a point where.
Your athletic potential.
Your athletic potential just caps. Like you hit a plateau, and then it's like diminishing returns. Like the more you do it, the worse it's going to get. So, is there a point, you know, for certain people, like whether you're training them or whether it's yourself, where you're like, okay, now it's getting counterproductive. Maybe it isn't that I need to jump higher. Maybe I need to jump further now. Or, you know, am I making sense? Like, does it make sense when it comes to fitness?
Nah, you do make sense.
Okay.
But, you know, when it comes to athletic potential, even if you look at the top athletes, you know, like Usain Bolt, the Jamaican sprinter who was, you know, all these Olympic gold medals, you know, you look at when he did that gold medal race, it was in like 2009. And then he just retired like 2 years ago, and he never got back to that. So it's one thing though where it can't be like something where he didn't reach his potential, but maybe he didn't peak at the correct moment, or it can even be a mindset thing. So when it does come, when I look at, you know, because I take a lot of inspiration from other athletes, I look at it and I'm like, you know what, you know, if I can train myself to one, have the correct mindset, and to one, peak at the proper moments, and to follow, you know, my training program to the T, then it's where if I don't see anything, then okay, maybe I gotta switch something up again. But even if you look at those top athletes, there's always improvement they can be made. You know, even just last year, he was out running and he's getting quicker than he was the year before.
Right.
So, you know, it's sometimes maybe taking time off to focus on a different thing, you can come back and get even stronger in another way. So
I like that point, and let's dive into that. Rest. How important is rest when it comes to your fitness?
Yeah, rest,
especially in the go world, because we're up. Think about it. A lot of us, we probably been up since 6 o'clock, right? Get up for Fajr, we still up, still going, training, working, driving, all this. How important is it for you to have those days where you do
That's a good question.
nothing?
Yo, it is very crucial, very, very important, because rest, that's where your body rejuvenates. That's where it refreshes and replenishes. That's where you grow. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's things like, you know, when you're training really hard and intense, you can't keep that up every day and day in, day out. Because like for me, a lot of people think that because I train intense, I'm always in pain, I'm always sore, my body's hurting. That's not the case, because I do train hard, but then I do rest even harder. See how it is? So, and you got to look at things like your hydration, how much water you drink, your sleep, you know, do you eat well? All these things play a role in your rest and recovery.
Man, that's interesting that you say that. I mean, because when people tell me, oh, I got a headache or I can't sleep well, I'm like, I mean, have you hydrated? And they look at me like I'm funny. I'm like, drink water. Trust me, it does wonders. I'm like, all right. I mean, that's what I've been doing. I sleep like a baby. Or maybe that's just me.
Nah, that's just you, bro. My man, he could go to sleep right now.
Hey, that's one secret tip, though, too. Drink water and you're going to perform better. You know,
Really?
The more hydrated you are, the better you're going to perform.
So can you, I know everybody's different. Can you eat whatever you want and work out hard and still be in great shape?
For everybody, no. You know, me personally, like, you know, I kind of eat whatever's in front of me. But for everybody, no. You know, like me, I've been doing this for so long to the point where, one, like, I'm just conscious about what I eat. So if there's like cookies in front of me or something, like, you know, I'm disciplined enough to be like, you know what, I don't, not because I don't want it, because I'm like self-conscious about my physique, something like that, but just because I've conditioned myself to not get that, you know. And yeah, exactly, I don't want it. But at the same,
like pork. Like,
exactly.
We condition ourselves over a lifetime.
But then you always get to that notion or that point where, like, you know what, I did work hard this week. I did I did go ham yesterday.
So one cookie won't be bad.
One cookie. And then, you know, people tell me, I know people have like I know you're supposed to have a cheat meal, but some people have like cheat days, which is the whole day they're cheating. And I'm like, cheat weeks. You know, so I'm like, I don't think it works like that.
Yeah, at the end of the day too, it comes down to what your goal is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your goal is to, you know, get fat, gain a lot of weight, then yeah, by all means. But if you're trying to lose weight, then you can make smarter decisions, you know. So
from the smallest level, how much movement does one need to, I guess, maintain a good physique? Is it 30 minutes? Because right now you hear the 30 minutes a day, whether it's walking, strolling, biking, doesn't matter. Be active for 30 minutes, you know. How well does that work? I mean, for example, what I tell Jabbar all the time is like, you know, I want to get fit, but I don't want a gym membership.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we kind of, because like I don't have time for the gym, but I want to get fit. Can I work out at home? Can I walk for 30 minutes a day and be okay? But then I think that goes back to your point in regards to what your goal is, right?
Yeah, I mean, what your goal is, but like if you really want to dig deep into it, then what science is going to tell us is that you need, for adults, about 150 minutes a week. So if you do the math, that's only like 2.5 hours in a week.
That's not a lot.
So it's really not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you do, you know, 1 hour a day or like 30 minutes even, then you'll hit it. So, and yeah, you don't need a gym membership. You can use your body weight. You know, you can do basic things in the room.
And you encourage that. I see you doing some crazy push-ups like that. You can do that actually at home.
Exactly. You can hit this. Yeah, you can hit it at home. You know, it's and that's one thing. Like whenever I travel as well, I'm hitting body weight wherever I go. It's funny. Like yeah, people are like, yo, this guy can't take a break.
So what are some of the essentials that you have? Like you say you travel a lot of at-home stuff. So what's some of the essential equipment that you would recommend someone that's like, I don't want to get a gym membership, but I still want to stay fit at home? What are those essential things maybe you could get at Walmart?
Yeah, I mean, one, like get a little pull-up bar, hangs over the door. I got one, I think, when I was like 17. I still got it. You know, I probably did thousands on that thing. So.
Put in work.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was definitely one of the best gifts I got. So, but a little pull-up bar, you know, and then from there it's endless. You know, you can use your body weight for anything else. Squats, push-ups, do a couple sit-ups. So, you know, you don't limit yourself. But I mean, the more you want, then, you know, the more you can get out of it too. So
yeah, so basically, like, it just depends on the certain workouts you do and certain things you might need equipment, certain things you don't. But you don't essentially need anything.
You don't really need anything. But, you know, if you want to, for example, if you want to still be like a good athlete, or like say your goal is to improve performance and athleticism, then I will have a program out soon for that. You're gonna need a pull-up bar. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
How important is support when it comes to going to the gym? Like, is that a one-man show, or say, you know, if your wife or your sister, your mom's going to the gym, how big is support? Because I know a lot of people do give up, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, you know. So have you found that the people that have last the longest have the best support, or just the mindset?
I think,
both.
yeah, it's a little bit of both. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you got to want it as bad as you want it for yourself more than anything, you know. And that comes down to, you know, some people say, I'm only going to the gym because of my wife, because of my husband, things like that. So you got to find a little bit of that desire from yourself. And then obviously the support is going to help in the end too. So, you know, if you can go with a partner, workout buddy, I think that's where a lot of people come to me, is because not only do I give guidance, but then also that support. And like I said, the commitment. So definitely plays a role.
The buddy system is important. What we've learned, because we've been friends for a minute, so we played soccer together, we've worked out together, but also in your spiritual life, right? Of course, and you mentioned that fitness for you isn't just about the physical aspect, but also the mental and the spiritual aspect. So we talked about mentality a lot, we talked about the physicality, but when it comes to spirituality, how has fitness played in enhancing that for you?
That's been huge, you know, especially in the field that I'm in. I'm so grateful, because anything that I have, you know, it can be taken away in a second, you know. And so just when I have that thought, I'm even more grateful, because, you know, we've all been given these bodies, you know, we've been given the ability to walk and to talk and everything. So it's like, let me not waste what's been given to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me not, you know, use it to do drugs or go partying, this and that. Let me be the best version of myself. And then, you know, pass that down too, you know, motivate and inspire others. So, you know, fitness, it's only like heightened my spirituality, and then every other levels of health too.
Gotcha. Wow, that's amazing, man. Because we do often take this for granted, and it says in the Quran, it's like, don't take these things for granted.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, Allah gave us all this, and and you know that's why they have like a certain du'as. Like, as soon as you wake up, there's a certain du'a. Like, yo, just thank Allah. Like, I'm up. Something simple like that. I was able to open my eyes today. Something so small. Like, yo, like, be grateful.
Yeah, just grateful for even the littlest things. You know, it's sometimes like when people go through an injury as well, like where they can't walk for like a week or something, or they're like, their arm hurts for a month. That's only for a month. That's only for a week, you know. But like, Allah has given us healthy bodies that they can still heal. Some people, they don't have like half of what we have, you know. And so when I think of that, that's what really drives me to be, you know, the best I can in every aspect.
Man, I love that. And subhanAllah, at the end, you got to return your body to Allah. So Brother Faris going to be like, I put in that work.
Hey, I'm returning to you the best way possible.
No scratches on this thing.
But yeah, man, how can people find your fitness regimens? How can they find your Instagram? And then how can they look you up if they want to actually get your personal advice and training?
So you can find me on Instagram, Brother Faris, and my website is bfworkout.com. So that's where you'll find ebooks, programs, everything, coaching. So from there, if y'all want it, just come get it.
You gotta pay, of course, right? Is it free, or is it free like your Instagram?
So I'm definitely gonna be having a lot of free ebooks, you know, a couple blogs. You know, I'm planning to start some more YouTube videos.
Nice.
So but then there are gonna be a couple services that, you know,
of course,
you want to get.
You gotta make a living out here.
We can do like a collab in the gym. The next episode be in the gym. Y'all see us like flying.
I'm flying in the gym. Let's get it, yo. Let's get it.
I had the Young and Muslim podcast out here. Now they're the best podcast out.
Right.
They worked out with me. And you train, like you said, men, women, children. You can also do groups too. Group sessions.
Yeah. So currently, all my business is online at the moment.
Okay.
So anybody can come through online. You know, no discrimination, nothing. You know.
Absolutely.
In person, that's gonna be, you know, thing as well, where I'm probably gonna stick to just athletes and athletic performance. So anybody in that category, just come out and come through.
Okay, so what's an athlete, so our listeners know if they qualify or not?
Like, I play tennis once a week. I qualify. Like, I know what I'm doing.
They need the basics down, right?
Nah, so, you know, pretty much just if your goal is to improve athletic performance, whether it's for whatever sport it may be,
okay,
then that can classify you as an athlete. Doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm at the NFL level, this level, Nah, but if if you have goals to make it to the next level, whether you're high school going to college going to professional, then that's fine. So.
Got you. So we don't
Man, what are you talking about? I'm still up there, dog.
we don't qualify. We're competitive, but you know we tailed off after college. Yeah, we're socially competitive.
Socially competitive.
Yeah. As soon as that game's over, it's like, all right, see you next week.
We'll put a hurting on you though.
But nah, that's for the current time being, you know. So you know, whatever Allah holds for the future, you know, we'll see. You know, because I love working with everyone.
I mean,
you know, that's you know, anybody who wants to get better and reach their goals, your goal becomes mine.
Absolutely, man.
So
hey.
You know, we'll see what the future holds. Inshallah.
Hey, if you support us and you have a gym membership and you're not using it, you know, come over here and support Brother Faris. If you have a trainer that you don't like or you just don't know and it's not a Muslim, we gotta support the ox out here, you know.
Yo, appreciate you
guys.
guys.
Yeah, bro,
man.
that's definitely how it's gonna be, man. I'm definitely gonna hit you up for a few sessions. And
come through.
I don't know how long I'm gonna last. I mean, I got the mindset, but I don't know if I got the bones.
Nah, we are the same age. We good. Bro.
Yeah, we good. We good out here.
We good.
But bro, appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes.
Again, like long time coming, bro.
Yo, this was my pleasure. You know, you guys are cool people. You know, and I'm just blessed to be able to sit in the same room with y'all.
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely, man.
A lot more to come, man.
But Muhammad,
yes.
How can these good people find us?
Yeah, so if you want to check us out, you can listen to us on all the major podcast platforms. That's SoundCloud, Apple Play. I mean, that's Google Play. I'm sorry, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Castbox. And where can they watch these lovely faces?
You can watch these lovely faces on YouTube if you look up the Young and Muslim Podcast, as well as Instagram and Twitter.
Subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe and like this video.
Yes.
And then if you want to follow us on social to see us day to day, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Young, the letter N, Muslim, Young and Muslim. And shoot us a DM while you're at it. Shoot us a DM, let us know how you like this episode and if we should do more videos with more fitness people.
Absolutely. We want to see those results.
Yes.
2020 and 2021. We about to see the difference.
No more New Year's resolutions. We're going to start today. We're starting today, baby.
We'll hit up our man. We start right now. He better pull up the push-ups right here in the time.
Yeah, I'm ready.
As soon as this is over, I need 50.
We got you.
Y'all joking, but I'm for it now. So.
Hey, yo, but thank you. It was a pleasure, brother. Man, inshallah, you know, may Allah bless you and all the work that you're doing and all the lives that you're changing. It's so important that people have a holistic approach to health and to help with the mental health and everything like that. So we appreciate you and love the work that you're doing, bro.
Absolutely.
Bro.
But
all right, so for the last 37 minutes, you have been watching the Young and Muslim Podcast. I'm Jabril Salam.
And Muhammad Hassan.
And we greet you with, and this is
Brother Faris.
Hey, my man. And we greet you with the greens of peace.
Asalaamu
Alakum.
I'll be easy. Peace out. Peace.